Mr. Speaker, the infrastructure sector, under the infrastructure sector, there is an essential and growing demand for infrastructure to address critical issues such as climate change, urbanization, trade competitiveness, and the future social upliftment of our society. To satisfy these demands effectively and to deliver lasting economic and social development comparable to the emerging economies of Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East, our government will continue to provide the policies and financial resources to build a modern, efficient, and robust public infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, the planning, designing, and implementation of many of these multi-year projects began in 2018 and are currently in varying stages of development. Barring any substantial environmental or social constraints, our government will launch and later deliver to the people of Guyana approximately 125 kilometers of paved road between Linden and Mabora Hills, a new bridge across the Demerara River at Houstams and Versailles, and an alternative road link between Ogle on the east coast of Demerara and Diamond on the east bank of Demerara. The 35.32 billion allocated of our 2019 estimates support infrastructure for integration will result in improved movement of people and goods, both nationally and internationally, enhanced resilience in coastal and riverine communities, and improved efficiency in services delivered to the citizens of Guyana. Thus, we will continue to build on the foundation laid since our ascension to office in May 2015, in keeping with budget-themed, transforming the economy, empowering people, building sustainable communities for the good life. Mr. Speaker, permit me to clarify and comment on some erroneous and misguided statements in their presentation from a few honorable members on the other side of this honorable House. Firstly, Mr. Speaker, the honorable member Irfan Ali made merry about the amount of studies that this government is undertaking prior to construction. And we are guilty. We're guilty of doing a lot of studies. But sir, let me enlighten this House, and I want the honorable member Edghill and Irfan Ali to keep count with me, of projects executed by the PPPC with no feasibility study.
What?
Skeleton factory, $200 million US. CGIA renovations, no, $138 million, no feasibility study. The Honorable Rupson Ben came and said some some goodly gentleman from China arrived and gave them the money, and he took it. 2 years sat on it before they could even have a feasibility study. Sir, don't worry, the specialty hospital that they came from, no feasibility studies. That's $125 million with fiber optic cable. No feasibility studies. Absolutely none. Sir, the East Coast bypass that we now doing, sir, the previous president, former President Ramantar, went on a trip, and the man said, here's $50 million. I said, yes, thank you. What you going to do with it? He gave the honorable member Irfan Ali, who drew a plan, said, oh, we can put this, link this to here. No feasibility study. None. The Barbies Bridge. None. No feasibility study. None. You can bring it, sir, late here. And I will apologize to you in public if you bring a feasibility study before you collected the money. Sir, and that is $50 million, sir. The Barbies Bridge. 40 million, sir. We're up to 558 now, sir. And of course, sir, my favorite, what I always talk about, the Milo Falls Road, sir, 45 million. 45 million US dollars, not a single feasibility study. Sir, that is 608 million US dollars, sir. Down the drain because they didn't even want to take the time to study it. Sir, while I'm on the Milo Falls Road, sir, the Honorable Leader of the Opposition has been in the press for several times saying, let Patterson bring the tender report, the evaluation report, sir. Sir, no, always, whenever he's asked about the Amila Falls project. Sir, I checked my ministry, entire ministry, top to bottom. No evaluation report, sir. But, sir, we could have been delinquent, sir. I went to MPTAB. We went to MPTAB and we checked, sir. MPTAB wrote back, said, no, sir, we have no evaluation report. Thinking maybe the flood, some force of God. So I even went to the consultant SRK and no. But then, sir, I started thinking maybe, and he goes there, so maybe, you know what I mean, this could be one of those operations. Then I sent my staff, sir. Sir, I sent my staff to the archives. And I found the ad for the Amila Falls, sir. You know what it was, sir? It went to Nissel. Nissel, then go through MPTAB, all they're talking about procurement and those things like that. Nissel awarded, and I did some research, sir. The designer of the road, sir, was Fip Motilal and the chairman of Nissel. And they carried straight from Nissel, sir, to cabinet. Straight from Nissel to cabinet. So when they keep shouting up, bring the evaluation report, they wrote their own specifications. Did no evaluation report, sir. Went straight to cabinet. So they went straight to cabinet and awarded a contract for $15.4 million, sir. And they ended up paying $45 million, sir. Never been drivers, sir. Sir, don't worry. Honorable member, sir, Irfan Ali in his speech spoke about how often, how slow, the same and Honorable member Ejel spoke how slow projects are one and those things. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm saying wrong. Sheriff Mandela, which we're talking about, sir, you know when that loan was signed? 2010. March of 2010. You know when the war started? December. You know when the contract started? December 2017. 7 years. 7 years. 7, including having to turn back because of fraud under your government. You talk about slow things. Sir, I don't want to, sir, I have to get to my speech, gentlemen. Please, I have to get to my speech. Mr. Speaker, 6 persons from this side, this honorable side of the House, sir, 6 of them, from Region 5 and Region 6, spoke. Not a single word, sir. They had to wait until Honorable Member Jennifer Wade got up to speak about the Berbice Ridge. Not a single word, sir, on the one single activity that could decimate the entire Region 5 and 6. Not a single word from this side of things. Sir, I had to send Honorable Member Charandas, sir, the case with this afternoon. I had to send Honorable Charandas to ensure, sir, that I'm not locked up. I am not locked up for keeping that bridge and keeping the people that you say are yours affordable and be able to pass. Not a single word. The entire period, not a single word. Sir, don't worry with that, sir. Sir, the Honorable Member Gwanajil made mention about payments from the asphalt plant, and he called off some numbers, sir. And I would like to say to him, sir, my staff wrote something which I can't say is unparliamentary, sir, but what could I say? The profession that the honorable member in, sir, considers it inappropriate not to speak the truth. And I don't know, sir, and I would have thought you would adhere, because I still adhere to the professional code of my profession. Right? I hope you would have, sir. That what you are saying is absolutely untruth. Sir, and then there's one last thing on the road before I continue, sir. Careful, be careful what you ask for. Electricity theft. Electricity theft, sir. Sir, let me enlighten the honorable member. Residential, which is the people you're implying thieving, the residential theft is only about 10 or 12% of GPL. The rest, commercial theft. The big users. And you know who the big users are empowered by? Careful who, when you ask me to go and publish names, you know who you're going after. Be careful what you ask for. Sir, no more. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, the honorable member of Finance has touched on several projects in relation to performance of my ministry in 2018 and projection in 2019. I will now provide according details. The overall budget and expenditure for 2018, sir, in capital, in the current site, sir, we're currently at November 30th. 89%, sir, we've expended for the year. And we're over 70%, sir, on the capital side. Sir, in budget 2019 is 35.32 billion, of which 8.7 is current and 26.6 is capital. So therefore, this is representative of 11.75% of the 2019 national budget of $300.7 billion. Mr. Speaker, in the Sea Defense Department, in 2018, the Sea Defense Program was allocated funds which were used to construct and rehabilitate several areas across the region. These projects were executed to assist the alleviation of flooding from spring tides to protect our low-lying coastlines from flooding. Work during 2018 were executed in regions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. A total sum of $1.87 billion was allocated in 2018. To date, 22 kilometers were executed at a cost of $1.296 across these 6 regions. Mr. Speaker, our sea and river defense infrastructure confers and will further be strengthened in 2019 with the implementation of work contracts for the construction of approximately 3.1 kilometers of critical sections of sea defense in regions 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mr. Speaker, it must be noted that a consultancy service under an EU-funded program has completed the first draft of merging the 2 Sea Defense Act. Several sections of the Act has been completed, which will enable the ministry to deal with issues such as climate change and increasing fines for breaches committed by persons. Studies, Honourable Member Irfan Ali, for infrastructure projects. Sir, we have the waterfront development project, as you heard about. It is funded by the UK SIF, CDB loan between, and that's for works between Kingston and Ogle. Sir, we have the transport sector enhancement project, which is the upgrade of the Lethem Aerodrome to a regional airport. The Honourable Member Joseph Hamilton made an upgrade, sir, from a aerodrome to a regional airport. It's not just putting in one computer, it's doing quite a lot more, sir. Sir, we have the new Demerara River crossing, sir, $100 million, and it will be done. Sir, we have also studies for the upgrade of the Stelling. We have studies for repair to the Linden-Soesdijk Highway. One of the necessary projects. Sir, we'll all be doing these things, sir, so we don't ever fall in the trap that the PPP fell into, sir. Road network upgrade and expansion program, Sheriff Mandela. Roadway expansion program, Mr. Speaker. Funding is provided on an IDB loan. Network upgrade and expansion program forms component 2 of reformulated loan program. Component 1 is a housing sector development project to be undertaken by the Ministry of Communities, and I'm sure Minister Bulkan will explain more when his presentation comes. Sir, the contractor is presently working from Rupert Craig Highway to David Street, constructing drains. Budget 2019 has the provisions for $1.8 billion for continuation of works. Sir, while we have met some challenges, which were poor traffic management planned by the contractor and a non-availability of equipment, the anticipated completion date remains 2020. East Coast Public Road widening and improvement, sir, the Better Hope to Belfield Village. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure and China Railway Forest Group Company Limited signed a contract on December the 30th, 2014 for the East Coast Demerara Public Road widening and improvement contract from Better Hope Village to Belfield Village for a cost of $46.9 million, sir. Mr. Speaker, the civil works will see the upgrade of the road, inclusive widening, extension, reconstruction of bridges, and improvement of the drainage system. The project will include the installation of traffic signals and lights, road marking, sidewalks, and street lights. Mr. Speaker, by December 2018, it is expected that the improvement to the first 7.5 kilometers, which are from Better Hope to Annandale, for this corridor will be 80% completed, weather permitting. Sir, there were some challenges on this program. Obviously, the environmental problems, which was dust, that was a complaint by the residents. The contractor is now using tankers to continuously wet the work while he's working. And of course, and we do apologize for the traffic management issues, we have, in collaboration with the police and the Ministry of Public Security, traffic diversions are now being enforced and monitored. Sir, at November 30th, 2018, expenditures was $2 billion. Budget 2019 has a provision for $2.2 billion. Mr. Speaker, it should be noted that the government intends to complete the section from Belfield to Rosignol and have approached the Kuwait Development Fund to fund the studies for the design of this section. They have agreed to so do, sir, and it goes to their board this month, sir. So we will not only doing that, we're continuing. Consultancy for the construction of the East Coast, East Bank Road linkage, Diamond to Oga, sir. Mr. Speaker, the government of Guyana, through a loan provided by the government of India, has entered into an agreement for the East Bank and East Coast Road linkage project. Mr. Speaker, this project, the feasibility design, has been awarded for a sum of $1.3 million US. The final detailed report is expected to be submitted in April of 2019.
Progress.
This design will allow for a new alignment, sir, approximately 15 kilometers long, which will connect the east coast of Demerara to the east bank of Demerara at its limits. It will also allow for the integration with the existing road network via several connecting roads, a total length of 9.62 kilometers. So the connecting roads will be from Aubrey Barker Road, sir, Hague Bosch Road, Mucker Arcadia Road, and Diamond Access Road. And later, when the new bridge is constructed, there will be a connection road from Houston as well. Mr. Speaker, the proposed design for the main alignment comprises of 3 sections. Between Rupert Craig and the railway embankment, there will be 4 lanes with a cycle lane on each side and a covered concrete drain which will be used as a sidewalk. Between the railway embankment and Gaisuko compound, a similar design but expanded, and the Cane Field area, which will have 4 lanes with a 40 meters reserve to separate direction of traffic. So it's our intention in that 40 meters reserve, sir, to have a light rail there as well. All deliverables will be submitted in 2019. In 2019, sir, as well, we will also commence the survey and design to extend this road southwards towards the Linden-Soesdijk Highway, sir. Budget 2019 has a provision of $2.229 billion towards this, sir. Sir, the airport expansion project, Mr. Speaker, works on the airport expansion project continued in 2018. The project is nearing completion. So the actual expenditure to date of November 30, 2018, so the money we would have spent for 2018 was $3.85 million US. And the budgeted amount will be completely expended by the end of December 2018. Budget 2019 has provisions for $1.13 billion for the following. On the existing, well, of course, projects, there's a contract for the extension of the Chedi Dragon Airport, contract for consultancy, and construction of a law enforcement building. So on new projects, so of course, when the terminal and the runway is finished, we have several other innovative and transformative construction works to do the airport. So we'll be doing a new airside perimeter fence, new access roads, as you know, there's a roundabout turn from the airport, landscaping, rehabilitation of the sewage system and sewage treatment plant, construction of landside shops. We would like to have concessions and a construction of a new VIP launch, sir. And that will all be done in 2019. Under the Hinterland program, Mr. Speaker, under this program, 454.9 kilometers of work were completed in the hinterland regions, 1, 7, 8, and 9. A total expenditure of the 30th of November 2018, sir, was $1,127,058,000. Budget 2019 has provision of $2 billion for continuation of works. Mr. Speaker, in 2019, it is expected that the Parika, Honorable Member Lumumba, it is expected that the Parika to Goshen project will commence. The feasibility studies have been completed and the economic analysis show that there will be a 12 plus rate of return, 12% plus rate of return. The procurement process will commence in 2019. This project will see the increase of farming on the east bank of the Essequibo River and access via road part for the transportation of goods. This work will also provide an additional link to the mining communities in the hinterland. Sir, Mr. Speaker, on the miscellaneous and urban roads of, in 2018, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure through the Work Services Group has been constructing, rehabilitating roads in regions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the regions, sir, under the miscellaneous and urban road programs. A budgeted amount of $2 billion has been allocated under the miscellaneous and urban program for 2018. For miscellaneous roads, sir, the sum of $338 million was used for road construction, rehabilitation on 10 new and existing roads in regions 2 to 6, and the balance with completion of multi-year programs. One such project, sir, is the East Bank Berbice Road project, which is 80% completed, with the expenditures to date, sir, and the Honorable Member Zusifer is here. I would like to tell you the expenditure to date, sir, is $844 million, and is expected to be completed early in 2019. Well, what I will tell you, by the end of 2018, before Christmas, at least the entire first pavement, there are 2 lifts of paving to be done, the entire stretch will be paved with the first lift, at least. For urban road programs, approximately $541 million was used to construct, rehabilitate 20 new and existing roads in regions 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. And while the remaining funds are mainly for the completion of multi-year projects. Sir, as of November 30th, 2018, expenditures on the miscellaneous roads stood at $809 million, while the urban roads figure was $603 million. Mr. Speaker, for 2019, our ministry will be rehabilitating a number of miscellaneous and urban roads throughout the region. Budget 2019 has a provision for miscellaneous and urban road drainage for the tune of $2.9 billion. Mr. Speaker, I can't list all, but I promised that I would say some. I was asked on Facebook, so I'll tell you, in the East Coast, sir, we'll be doing roads in Buxton, Middlewalk and Company Park South, sir. Right. In Vigilant, we're doing Brush Dam, sir, phase 1. We're doing Adams Grove Front. Yeah. We're doing Melanie. We're doing Better Hope, sir. On the East Bank, we'll be doing Kurukuru Main Road, sir. Sir, the long we'll be doing Alliance Road phase 1 in Tumeri. Barnwell North, that long forgotten place, we'll be doing Bartwell North, sir. Sue's Dyke. Sir, in Region 5, sir, we'll be Union Narsaget. That's it. Union Narsaget, sir. Paradise. Hope Tongue. Mike Coney, sir, and we'll be going to Ithaca ceremony calling our representative sample, sir. In Region 6, I'm particularly pleased to announce, sir, that we'll be doing the road in Angoy's Avenue, sir. Not one. Sir, not one. Not 2, sir. We'll be doing 3 roads in Angoy's Avenue. Long overdue. We'll be doing roads in Glasgow, Firish and Lancaster, Manchester, in all 3 of the townships. And of course, sir, in association with the Ministry of Communities, we'll be doing roads in a place called Little Africa. Yeah. Sir, yes, long neglected committees will come in there. Sir, in Georgetown, there'll be South and Rumville Gardens and Park Lodge. East and West Rumfeld, sir, Agricola. You remember we were there in Agricola, sir. All Boys Tongue, Meadowbrook. Yes, all man tongue, sir, we'll be doing everywhere, sir. Region 3, sir, we're going to Bellevue. Phase 2, sir. The Baggersville, Unity Street. Parfait Harmony, sir. Parfait with in association with the Ministry of Communities, Parfait Harmony. Delamstel, sir. Philadelphia, we'll be doing there, sir. Region 2, sir, there's Lima Sands, there's Suddy. Region 10, oh, there's a lot of roads in Region 10, sir. Block 22, Milers Ward, Watuka. We'll be there, sir. And of course, sir, we continue doing works in the other townships, Bartica, Madia, Lethem, and Mabaruma. All 10, sir. We'll be putting roads everywhere. Sir, and the Special Projects Unit under the ministry, the primary function of this unit is to ensure the continuous maintenance of our road network, thus protecting our capital investment. For maintenance of roads, budget 2018 had 1.578 billion. Maintenance work were carried out, sir, in all the regions, save except Region 1. Expenditure was 1.26 billion. In 2019, an increased provision of $1.6 billion for continued maintenance of our capital stock. Sir, on the bridges, 187 million was budgeted for 2018. Bridges works were completed in regions 3, 4, 6, and 9. Sir, I was particularly pleased that the bridge in Free and Easy, sir, was rehabilitated. I mean, that was a request of the farmers there. It should be noted, sir, and the honorable member would know, the completion of the Baggersville Bridge pleased the residents of Region 3. Mr. Speaker, the team is working on the completion of the design of the Puruni Bridge in Region 1, and construction will commence in 2019. Honorable Member Pauline Sukai, the construction of the Maruka Bridge in Region 7, which commenced in 2018, in Region 1, my apologies, which commenced in 2018, is about 50% complete, and we completed in the very first quarter of 2019. So our budget 2019 has a provision of $176.8 million, sir. For infrastructure development, sir, Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure in its continued effort to enhance safety and security of the city countrywide have made several interventions towards realizing its safety mandate. Sir, our budget for 2018 was $130 million, with a focus on the installation of LED highway lights and the completion of geometric improvements to railway embankment in vicinity of Giftland Mall and CARICOM Secretariat. Mr. Speaker, LED lights were installed in sections of public roads in 2, 3, and 6. The total cost of the projects, which were administered in the 3 lots, was a total of $66.1 million. These projects saw the installations of approximately 333 LED lights. Sir, I'm quite pleased to announce, sir, in 2019, Hunter Street. Hunter Street will be redone, sir. And in Hunter Street, sir, the drain, we're making it into, we're widening the road, we're putting concrete drains. We expect, sir, that will be a new gateway, sir. Yes. Sir, under the GEA, sir, the GEA objectives are directed towards energy transformation in accordance with the Green State Development Strategy and are actionable through the conducting of energy audits and replacements of inefficient street lighting at public, residential, and commercial buildings to reduce energy consumption, continuation of public education, and awareness programs and reduction in the dependency on fossil fuels for fuel energy generation. Sir, some of the key accomplishments, sir, for under this year, 90 billion, sir.
Honourable Member, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Thank you, sir. 90 billions were fitted with solar PV panels, sir. 10,000 LED lights, and in excess of 1,000 occupational sensors were installed, sir. In 2019, sir, the budget is a provision of $525 million. So the flagship project for the 2019 budget is the supply and installation of 1.184 megawatts of solar photovoltaic systems in 80 public buildings in all 10 administrative regions in Guyana at an estimated cost, sir, of $375 million, sir. Sir, $100 million is budgeted for the installation, display of 400 standalone solar lights in all 10 administrative regions. Sir, the government, sir, will be piloting the use of electric vehicles as means to inform research and development and promote energy diversification, sir. Sir, an electric vehicle with accompanying solar panels and energy storage system will be bought in 2019. Sir, under a foreign loan, sir, during 2019-2020, a series of solar farms totaling 5.2 megawatts are planned for Bartica, Letem, Madia, Port Kaituma, Kokwani, and Matthews Ridge, sir. Sir, quickly moving on to GPL, sir. The sum, sir, the sum of $3.6 billion, sir, is highlighted, is earmarked for GPL. Sir, I'd like to highlight that by the end of 2018, GPL would have completed upgrades of the generating facilities in Canefield and Anna Regina, and ongoing installation upgrades of Bartica. Yes. Sir, the generating set at Canefield Borbeast 5.5 was commissioned in 2018. Sir, readiness for the Christmas season, sir, I'm pleased to note that planned maintenance activities for the transmission and distribution network will continue up to December 15 and will be restricted during the holiday season. GPL is therefore working to ensure that there is sufficient generating and reserve capacity in the DBIS system for the holidays. Sir, Bartica, Essequibo, Leg 1 Way Canal will have sufficient capacity to satisfy demands, even in any unexpected events during the Christmas season, sir. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, it is a little over 3.5 years since the PNU-AFC coalition took office. In this relatively short time, much has been achieved, but there is still much more to be done. With the impending oil and gas force oil in 2020, we will continue to work assiduously together in order to ensure the improvement of the quality of life of all Guyanese. In this regard, I therefore like to urge the honorable members on the other side of this honorable house to support this budget, since working together we will achieve greater strides can be made for the benefits of all Guyanese. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I wish to end with the Arabic proverb. What is coming is better than what is gone. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.